Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Reddit video, and this video is going to be on r/EntitledParents. And if you saw the last video, it was only Aaron, and he used the little animation I made for the whole footage. I've decided to change mine up a little bit, so instead I'm going to be using gameplay for my footage, just because I don't know, it seems a little bit more professional in my mind, and there's not actually many Reddit YouTubers who use gameplay, if at all. I'm not sure there is any at all. But today we're going to be doing r/EntitledParents. So the first post is by user the mighty Melon King. Their name will be in the corner for the whole of this post, so you can see it. And let's get into the first post. So the cast is, regular. I'll just put that on the screen for a second. We got the entitled mom, the innocent kid, and the main character, which is me. Okay, let's get into the story. Yesterday, I went to the next town over to get some groceries at the local supermarket. They have a small parking garage underneath the store where I parked in a spot and walked to the staircase to get to the store itself. As I opened the door to the staircase, I heard a loud crash behind me and continued my way up to the store, not really paying attention to the noise. After I entered the store, the intercom comes on. Could the owner of, perfectly describes my car, with the license plate, mine again, come to the parking garage please? An incident has happened involving your car. And repeats this until I reach the service counter so they can let me out the store. As I was walking over to my car, I wondered what might have happened. I thought I forgot to put it in parking brake and they just started rolling off to some place, but this was far from the case. As I entered the garage, I instantly spotted a small group of people and the front of another car merged with mine. Both cars looked heavily damaged. I always have the shit happens mindset when it comes to these things, so I wasn't really mad or worried that this would be a big problem. As I calmly walked over, I saw a woman with IK behind her, talking on the phone, while standing up next to the car that crashed into mine. She seemed pretty upset. I walked through the small crowd that had gathered, greeted her, told her I owned the car she crashed into, and politely asked what happened. To my complete surprise, all she did was raise her hand to shut me up and continued her call. So I kind of stood there waiting for her to finish whatever call she was making, and after like 5 minutes she finally hung up and I introduced myself again in the same way I did before. So this is your car, while pointing at my car. Me. Yes, it is. Alright, give me your contact info so I can send you the bill. Me. I'm a bit confused at this point. What bill? For fixing my car, of course. Me. As far as I know, you crashed into my car, so why would I pay for the damage to your car? Because you parked in my spot. Alright then, do you have any way of proving to me that this is your spot? I don't see any sign with your name or license plate and that this is a reserved spot. Don't be a smart ass and just give me your contact info or I'll call the police. I guess you're gonna have to call the cops on me then, because I'm not paying for your car. As she was calling the police, I got kinda upset that the simple trip to the store was gonna take way longer than it should. I wasn't really mad about the car, to be honest, just the unnecessary time loss. While waiting for the cops, me and Ian basically repeated the same conversation as before, just her trying to convince me that this was her parking spot. 2 cops arrive and we both get interviewed by one of them at the same time. While telling the story I just told you, I've heard Ian talking about how I quickly parked in the spot just before her and that she couldn't stop in time. After they interviewed us, they decided to pull the footage from the security cameras, and thanks to the great angel the camera was sat at, you could clearly see that Ian was paying attention to IK in the front seat and just drove into her spot without looking. When we were shown the footage, she immediately started making the claim that I probably hacked into the security footage with my phone and changed it. Mind you, that not a single point during this whole event my phone was outside my pocket. At this point I just started laughing out loud. I just couldn't contain it anymore. This got her more mad, and she made the claim that me laughing proved I did change the footage. Ian got arrested in the end, and I believe IK got a ride home to his dad. I got a ride home as well since my car was out of commission. The faces of my family were priceless once they saw the cop car pull up on the drive with me on the way back. I'll probably get enough money out of this to buy a new car, but since this happened yesterday, I can't tell how much I'll get exactly. Thank you for sitting through my pretty long story. Okay, so what I've gathered from this story is this mum's an idiot. Like, why would they not have security footage? And hacked into the footage with his phone. Sick one, entitled parent. You're an entitled parent, and just an idiot. Jesus. So I just want to say to the unlucky redditor that had to deal with this mother, I'm sorry, mate. That sounds really annoying and hard to deal with. She sounds like a bitch, but I hope you get a load of money out of that car, and I hope she gets into a bunch of trouble for just being a dickhead. And also I hope that you don't ever see this woman again, because clearly you and her are never gonna get along. So yeah. I just want to say, just like the redditor complained that the Reddit poster, just like the entitled mother complained about the Reddit poster and made the claim that he hacked the security footage with his phone, I'm now gonna hack your mind so that you decide you want to like this video and subscribe. So oh, don't forget to share it. You better have done it, otherwise I will find you. Okay.